Hello and welcome to DPN TV, and I thought I'd do this little video on changing a laser cartridge. Now this is a Brother MFC-7440N. So if you've got that particular laser printer, then hopefully this will really be useful. But actually a fair amount of what we're going to do I think is pretty common with laser printers of this kind, so sort of home domestic and small offices, and probably even bigger laser printers will probably be similar as such. So I just want to take you through us changing the laser cartridge. Now to do that, you've got to lift this lid up and pull a flap down at the front, which we'll show you in a minute, and the cartridge actually comes out of the drum units. There's two parts. There's the drum and the cartridge. Now we found normally the drum will last about 3 or possibly 4 cartridges before it needs changing, but what we always do to make sure the drum is okay is check what the drum life is. So if we get a rough sort of view, I think you can see that screen fairly well. If you push the menu button and then push the down arrow there and go through till you get to machine info, then push OK, and then with this down button again scroll through the options to drum life and push OK. So at the moment the drum life has got 82%, so just push that again. Yeah, 82% remaining, so it's not quite run out, but the chance are it's going to need changing the next time our cartridge runs out. So we'll keep that in mind for when it does run out. Now sometimes you'll get scrolling along there, the cartridge is running out. Ours initially did that, but it seemed to stop, and we've had that happen once before, and I think a lot of times it will actually stop using the cartridge as well. This time the cartridge what we're printing just isn't looking very good quality, and normally a cartridge lasts for about a year, so we've had that cartridge in a year, so we know that it has changed. So let's get on with that. Right, so this is the new cartridge. Now we did used to actually buy Brother cartridges, but they got so dear that it got to the stage that if you had to buy the drum as well, the drum and the cartridge weren't far off the price of buying a new laser printer. So we started to buy what are they sort of called, well, there was initially, I think we were buying refill cartridges. Then that company seemed to start sending us out almost, like new cartridges but unbranded. Then that company stopped, or seemed to stop selling through eBay. And then I come across this current company. There they are there. That just says the cartridge code. I'll put a link to their eBay selling site perhaps in the description, but really whatever cartridge, if you search on eBay for unbranded cartridges, sort of aftermarket ones, then normally they're okay. We've not found any problems. I know years ago they used to be a little bit of a problem, but these days they seem to work as good as the original cartridge, and actually it's a lot easier than doing refill cartridges, especially where you had to take your old ones back to the shop. This seems an easy way, and actually seems to be cheaper than buying refill cartridges, so it's certainly simple. So they seem to send it pretty nicely packaged, as I say, unbranded box, and the cartridge comes inside the box. So they're a fair size laser printer cartridges, but there it is all nicely wrapped up, and inside normally you'll get a little instruction leaflet on how to change the cartridge as well. But as I say, I always find it's nice to have a visual reference, and hopefully that's what this video will help with. Right, so we've got the cartridge out of its plastic bag and the foam packing, and you'll see there is a protective guard, and you'll see that we've put it on the plastic bag, and also I've laid some cloths out for the old one as well, because they could leak, and you certainly don't want to ruin any carpets or desks. But not only could they might leak, but even if they don't leak, sometimes the new one or the old one, if you let anything touch this sort of drum bit here, something can come off. So it is well worth putting something down to do that. And what we do, compare the new and the old cartridge to make sure they've sent the right one as well. So changing the cartridge, what you need to do is leave the printer on so it knows the cartridge has been removed, and as far as I know it should recognise it's a new cartridge. So if you lift the top up like this, and then this flap here pulls out like that, exposing the drum, and you'll notice there are some basic instructions in there, and also this cartridge came with instructions there, so I'll just go along there, and you can always pause them if you want, and they give you the basic instructions in changing your particular cartridge. As I said, this is more about giving you a visual reference of what's involved. So removing the drum, all you need to do is grip them and gently pull it, and the whole drum and laser cartridge should come out together. And what we do is put them all down on the piece of cloth so that nothing can get marked. We'll just have a look, and that shows you the big volume hole inside there where the cartridge and drum goes. So to remove this cartridge out, all you need to do is gently remove it out, making sure you push that little lever down. I couldn't remember whether that was up or down, but it is down, and that lets you remove the cartridge out of the drum. There is the code for the drum if ever you need to change the drum on this particular printer. And if we check the codes, BTC, TN2, TN2 120 120, so it's the same code as well. Now it's slightly different looking, this new cartridge, because all the ones I've changed have looked more or less identical to this. This one's got a slightly different looking top, but it says it's the right code, so we're not really gonna worry. So the first thing you need to do is gently rock this from side to side. They recommend doing this. I assume it's if it's been sitting there for a while, it gets the ink moving inside, and it says do that about 4 or 5 times. I'm just going to do that, I think, probably. Unless you're really unlucky, that shouldn't be a problem. I've left the cover on there to make sure that if something was going to leak out, hopefully it shouldn't do. So if we now take the protective cover off, yes, it's just a case of removing it. It took 2 hands to do, but that's it away. And then if we lift it over to our drum unit and gently drop it in. I always go gently at this stage, and you can't break anything if you have got it in wrong. And there it clips in, and you'll see that lever has come up, so that's now your new cartridge into the drum. What they then recommend doing is moving this piece side to side several times to clean the drum, I think. What you have got to make sure is that you finish back up in the parked position, because if you leave it anywhere or the wrong side, it can give problems with the cartridge. So yeah, I think it recommends doing that a few times. So let's do that now. Right, so I've done that several times, and I've put it back in its parked position so you can see the 2 arrows line up there. So now it's time to put this into the printer once again. Right, so it should just gently slide in the same way that it came out. Just a little gentle push in, and as far as I can tell, that's backing and looking as it should do. So if it is backing, you should be able to close this lid, which we can. I'll close that lid, and hopefully you'll see it's got please wait. Now what it'll do is sort of sort itself out and do its checks, and hopefully your cartridge has been changed successfully. And there we go, it looks like everything's ready. So what I will do is just do a test print. Right, so to test it, what we do is just photocopy the instruction leaflet. That's one of the easiest thing to do, not too much wasted ink, hopefully, but should be a good test to check it's working. Select to copy and start, and hopefully we'll get a nice copy. Yeah, that really is clear, because what we was getting out was getting a little bit faded. So yeah, if your copy comes out as clear as that, then it definitely has worked. And what we do with the old cartridge is we'll put that little cover on it and put it back in that plastic bag so it can't leak back into its old box, and then when we're ready we'll dispose of it. I just thought that's worth adding in as well. It's well worth, because what you don't want is that cartridge leaking, especially when you're carrying it down to your bin. All what ink is left in it pours out over your carpets. Yeah, while it's on those cloths, we'll put it in the bag, and hopefully that should be a lot safer. So hopefully that's been of help to you and give you a good visual reference on what it's like to change a laser cartridge in a laser printer, and especially if you've got this particular brother printer, then hopefully it's particularly helped you. As always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out other videos, and we look forward to seeing you next time.